Hi you guys, welcome to my brand new setup. Woo!
Wow.
I put some polling out on Instagram last week to get a better feel for the type of content that you guys want to see, what's most engaging for you to watch, and by and large, the majority of the votes were for more traditional network style, on-camera hosting, walking you through the recipe. You guys gave me so many details as to why you voted the way that you did, which I appreciated so much. Thank you guys for participating in that. There were a few of you who definitely came out and said, you know, I just want to see the food, text, food, fast. I'm watching this in weird places. I'm at a subway stop. I'm watching while I'm at work. Whoops. And I really do want to accommodate you guys as well. So just bear with me while I'm working through these new setups and kind of perfecting the process. But my plan right now is to have, this YouTube channel where you guys can watch me really take you through the whole recipe. And then as best as I can, I'm going to try to make Instagram versions for you guys. Those will always be under a minute. I'll show you as many of the steps as I can fit in with text descriptions, ingredient descriptions, and you can just watch the dang thing. You may have seen a couple weeks ago, we had a little bit of a s'mores ice cream pop fiasco. And I've really just been holding a grudge against that moment. I haven't been able to let it go. Summer's almost over. I'm in a s'mores place, and I have been for weeks. So I figured with the new setup and the previous failures, I would bring you the easiest, most foolproof little s'mores cup recipe you could possibly find anywhere. It's so easy. All you need is graham crackers, melted butter, semi-sweet baking chips, coconut oil, and marshmallows. That's it. Done. We're going to make this happen right now. So the first step is the graham cracker crust. And I find that a really good ratio is 2 tablespoons of melted butter to every 4 graham crackers. And the way that I'm making the crust is I'm going to blend these up in my NutriBullet. I have the little spice grinder attachment. It came with it. This is basically a coffee grinder. But honestly, there's so many ways you could crush up graham crackers. One of my favorite trusted ways is just putting it in a bag and smashing it with a hammer. So that's an option for you. It's really important that your cup and your spice grinder are super dry. Any sort of moisture, it's gonna turn this into mush. It's gonna be gross. So if you're washing something before you can do this process, you make sure there's not a drop of water in there. So let's go ahead and get these pulverized. Again, this is 4 graham crackers to 2 tablespoons. Ah, perfect. So you can see how soft and crumbly that is. If you were to touch it, it would just feel like sand. This butter has been melted, and at this point, it's cooled down a little bit. It doesn't have to be that way. You can totally pour it in while it's hot. In fact, if it cools down too much and it kind of starts to solidify again, you're gonna have a problem. Just really get that nice and distributed. You don't want any one part to be too wet or too dry. What's great about ceramic is that it can go from the freezer to the oven really fast. Other things like glass or obviously plastic, they don't have that shock-proof exterior. So now we're gonna move on to the chocolate filling. And you guys, this is easy. All I did was take 1 cup of bittersweet chocolate chips, 1/3 cup of coconut oil, and I put it in the microwave for 1 minute in a microwave safe measuring cup. And here we are. And technically, this is the recipe for hard chocolate shell. So whatever you don't use, you can save, and you have that like magic hardening shell whenever you want it for ice cream. But oh, it's so luscious. Love this stuff. So all we're gonna do here is we're just gonna pour it right on in there. And I like to see a little bit of the crust peeking through. I think that is the best part. Doesn't have to be perfect. S'mores are kind of, you know, a rustic, messy dessert. I don't think anybody needs to see like a schmancy-pantsy s'mores. Here we go. So I'm just gonna pop these back in the freezer. This you can save, just put it in an airtight container. You can keep it in the fridge. It's gonna stay pretty liquidy, but just pop it in the microwave if it hardens again. And again, you can just pour this all over ice cream and it's gonna be that delicious hard shell. And then in the freezer, this is gonna turn into nice hardened chocolate. Oh, it's so good. All right, you guys, so the cups are just about assembled. Everything's in the freezer, and the last step is the marshmallows. Now, I put my broiler on. If you happen to have a culinary torch, now's the time to bust that baby out. I do not have one. I want one. I've wanted one since I was a teenager. Honestly, before I even started cooking, I just wanted like a little torch because I am balanced. If you don't have a culinary torch and you don't have a gas range oven, I have a gas range oven, but honestly, roasting these over the fire takes way too freaking long. This is a totally fine way to do it. Just throw it in the broiler. These are minis, so they really shouldn't take too long in there. You just gotta check it, you know, check it every minute. Keep your eyes on it, don't step away. This step is so short that just stay there, you know, be in it, be with it. This is probably way too many. I'm making 8 cups. This is way too many. But yeah, I would say each cup can hold about 2 to 3 marshmallows, so you do the math. All right, you guys, these just came out of the broiler, and how freaking pretty does that look? Oh, so good. Okay, let's see if our chocolate shell has hardened yet. And we will put these puppies together. All right, you guys, we are ready for final assembly, and I am not exaggerating. These were probably in the freezer for 10 minutes. And they are rock hard. I love, love, love the hard shell fast freeze chocolate. You can just make desserts like this so freaking fast. So if you think about it, these marshmallows broiled for about 2 minutes. And then the graham cracker crust took what? 2-3 minutes to put together. And then these little marshmallows, these got nice and toasty in under 2 minutes in the broiler. And you can see how easy this is to assemble. It's crazy. And you can use however many marshmallows you want. I think 3 is absolutely perfect, but you know what? Go nuts. And you can obviously see that I made like way too many, way more than I'm even gonna know what to do with. Well, I know what to do with them. I'm gonna eat them. So we've got some that want a little sticky. You know what? Let's just go crazy. Why not? I feel like personally, s'mores are one of those things that I want all the time, but I don't have a fire pit. You know, I live in an apartment. I can't always go camping when I want to go camping. And sometimes you just like need that moment for yourself. But look how beautiful. Look at those crispy, crispy tops. This is honestly delicious. And we didn't mess with anything too much. We've got pure toasted marshmallow flavor, pure melted chocolate, pure graham cracker. Honestly, sometimes simple is best. I love this. Now, let me stop eating and talking to you at the same time. These are absolutely gorgeous as is. You do not need to add another step to these. But if you just want to give it a little extra flair, a little grown-up flair, what I do is I add just a little garnish of smoked salt. You know what? I actually decided I'm going to take these out of the little cups just so you can see the full picture. I love this. This is pecan smoked salt, and it actually kind of looks a little bit like the graham cracker crust. It almost has this really pretty glistening sheen to it. I think it's so, so pretty. It adds a little something extra to the plating, to the texture, to the flavor, and it gives just even more of that campfire feel, which I love. And that is it. You guys, these are so cute. They're so easy and they are so, so good. And it's so fast. There is nothing difficult about this. It's a no-bake process. Apart from broiling the marshmallows, which again, if you have a torch, you don't have to. You just pop them right on and go, which is my dream. We'll get there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what you think about the new setup. I'm really excited about it. And again, thank you so much to everyone who voted in the polls. It really meant the world to me. It helps me so much to know how things are working for you guys. Ooh, my bad. And as always, if the YouTube videos are a little too long for you, not quite your style, I'll continue to post little 1-minute versions on my Instagram account at Feast and Foundry. I post new videos every Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, and I'll see you guys next Monday.